Hello, sir.
Ma'am.
I admire you.
No.
I do. I wanted to ask you, though, something that you've talked about in your book, and you hit it right on what I saw. I'm actually from California, moved to Texas.
Hey!
But it's the 17th Amendment, and how that has totally altered our election results and our process.
The Senate.
Why it's pulled all of the votes into the urban areas away from the red areas. And would you have any idea on what we would do to change that? Or?
Well, there's a lot of people that believe we need to go back to the way that senators were elected prior to that amendment. But if you look at, that's what I call the first progressive era of Woodrow Wilson and some of the things that happened then. That's when we had the Federal Reserve that was created. That's when we went from the consumption-based tax on the goods and services that you purchase to a progressive income tax, which is documented in the Communist Manifesto of Karl Marx. And then, like you said, we changed the means by which we elected our senators. I mean, once upon a time, they were selected out of the state's legislatures, but now it is the statewide vote. So the most important thing is we've got to make sure that those representatives you send up to Washington, D.C. are responsive to you. The founding fathers were brilliant in what they did. Every 2 years, you get the chance to make a difference with your direct representative in the House. Every 4 years, the president, the executive branch, and then you come back every 6 years, the upper chamber. And of course, there's not a whole lot we can do with the people that are brought into the Supreme Court, but if you have the right folks in the Senate, then through the Senate Judiciary Committee, I mean, they can have that check and balance. So we need to really get back to understanding the civics and understanding the Constitution and understanding how many people here have read Montesquieu's Spirit of the Laws. That's how we've got the three branches of government, because that's what we need to reestablish. What is happening in our federal government right now is the executive branch is legislating, the Supreme Court is legislating, the legislative branch is not legislating. So we've got to get that fixed.